Good morning, student. Myself, Professor Tawal Chandarana, and we are discussing a unit number 1 of cybersecurity subject. And up to the now, we are discussing so many things about a vulnerability, open ports scanning techniques, different types of common open ports available in a computer system, and lots of stuff which we are discussing or which is part of a system vulnerability scanning overuse. Guys, we will discuss today. There are the three different things which we are discussing on today's video lectures is a banner or a version check, traffic props, and later on we are discussing a vulnerability examples, which already we are discussing are in our first lecture. What is the banner or version check, or what is the important concept to learn about a version check in a cybersecurity? Version is nothing but to provide a security patch which is updated by the organization which provides the software. Like in Windows 97, there are the lots of bugs found. Later on, when they are updating 97 to 2000, then 2001, 2, and later on they are introducing Windows 10. Through all the different versions, they found some mistakes or some unauthorized users or hacker perform those kind of activity which is unnecessary, and they found the vulnerability. So the organizations always update for against those security which should be performed by the hackers. So we are learn what are the importance of version check in a cybersecurity. Then we are discussing a traffic props, means what are the different commands through which we perform or we can gain some information against a computer system, against the services, against the common port which are available in open, and through which hacker can access our data. And the last, we will discuss some common vulnerability example. So guys, we will start with the basic concept about a version check. Banner grabbing is a technique used to gain information about a computer system on a network and the services running on its open port. As previously we will discuss, it is nothing but to provide the information against a computer system as well as what are the different services work on open port within this computer system. It is nothing but a banner grabbing. Administrator can use this to take an inventory of the system and the services on their network. However, an intruder or hacker can use the banner grabbing in order to find a network host that are running on versions of applications and operating system with known the exploits. So many times we are discussing on a previous notes why a hackers or an intruder find a open ports, because they want to gain access about all the vulnerability which should be part of our computer system. So for that they are performing a banner grabbing, or we can say version check. For the banner grabbing purpose, we will use the following command. Which command uses nc-v, IP and port. nc, it is the command or tool through which we perform the -v command for the version which provide the IP address, or we can say system address, and which port number will provide the version. Means if we want to found a port number 80, it should be open one, or which version will be work on 80, then we use nc-v. IP address, it's provide a computer IP address, and port number known as 80. So it is the simple and easiest way to find a different web services through which a particular computer system work on a different versions. So guys, I think you are know that how to check a version on the particular system for the particular port number. Now we discuss a second point of today's video lecture is nothing known as a traffic prop. Props is an actions take or an object used for the purpose of learning something about the state of the network. Means we gain some informations about the network and connected hosts within the system network. Relative to the computer security in a network, a probe is an attempt to gain the access to a computer and its files through a known or probable weak point in the computer system. Because we know that a hacker is always be aware about those kind of port which should be provide the open access, or we can say find the weakness, because if they found the weakness in our computer system, then they are performing unlegitimate uses without knowing the permissions. So the traffic problem, or we can say traffic probe, provide the informations against the network which should be connected all over the computer system. And if they found those kind of weakness on the traffic network, they can easily gain access our system, because our system is connected with internet. A network traffic patterns is the informations about the source, destinations, protocol, port and bandwidth of a network packets, because we know that all the things, if we are connected in our computer system, then all the part it must be required to gaining the access, or we can say to gain the access of remote services as well as remote connections. Network scanning is a systematic attempt which we are discussing in a previous lecture to communicate with a class of network address via the particular port or a protocol like a TCP or UDP to see which computer responds. Like as in previous lecture, we found that if a port is closed, then it should be directly send RST packet, and if they are ignoring the port, ignoring the packets, or not provide the response against the flood packets, then it may be a open port. It is the first steps to identify and exploit the vulnerability, because they are knowing that if a problem it should be found on a network, then and then they are accessing system. So it is one of the first steps to find out the vulnerabilities. Next, a web services will not respond until it receive a data from the client machine. Like if we request to www.google.com in our URL, and if a Google homepage is not loaded, then till now our system is never responds through the request. Consider the example of valid HTTP request with the head methods to get the home page of Google. As previously, I will just explain it. Now we see how it's work. Echo in double quotations mark, we just write down the method name. There are the two methods, get and post. We know that if we mentions the get, then URL is display. If a post, then transmissions of data through the URL it never be displayed. Through the port, or through the protocol HTTP version known as 1.0, and R is nothing but the provide informations which we want to get from this URL known as google.com. Now we just write those command ncgoogle.com, as previously we know that provide the nc, it is a command, host address known as IP address or host address known as google.com, and the port number work on internet as a web services, so it's work on HTTP port number, and HTTP works on 80 open port. Now what are the result? First, head, it's provide the HTTP version known as 1.1. HTTP 1.1 200 OK means the requested URL or requested server is able to provide a response. That's why they mentions a 200, means they are able to respond your request. Then MIME version, it is multiple internet mail extension version. Next one, server, it works on different server like Apache 2.0.46 and Unix. It is provide also operating system informations like Red Hat or Linux. Content length means whatever the response it should be provided by Google, is there any packets is sent to us or not in form of data. Then cache control, it may be public, we can set it as a private also, so it should be a private connections between you and your host. And the last, expire, when the request is expire on the particular response. So guys, if we perform successfully those commands with help of different tool, if you are a hacker, then you have all the informations regarding a services, port number, expire, as well as operating system information. And I think it's enough for hacking this operating system, computer system or network system with help of those kind of information. And guys, I will just mention that it is a really freely and easily available those tools which are performing those kind of accurate results. We will see in later on a practical concept, but on a theoretical concept note, we just know that if we are performing those command on a successful nodes, then we are gain those kind of information. And it's nothing but a traffic props. Means they gain informations about all the services which should be mentioned on those particular host as well as on those particular port number. Now in the last we see that different example of vulnerability. Means what are the common mistake which we are done in our computer system as well as when we are performing or implementing any of the software, then we are performing those kind of mistakes through which hacker can access our data. So we will discuss one by one. The most common software security vulnerability is include a missing data encryptions. If we are storing our data with help of encryptions method, then if some hacker can access our system, then they can't read directly our data. But we are storing our information without any kind of encryptions algorithm. So it is one of the mistakes. Next, SQL injections. As a previously we discussed that if a programmer don't know or they are not aware about the actual things which should be implemented in a websites, then they are not validate all those things. And if they are missing some of the things to validate on a particular sites, and if we are hosting those sites, then hacker can easily perform the SQL injections and through which they can gain the access. Next one, missing authentications for critical functions like secure host network, SSH. If you are not implementing those kind of remote access services, if you are not provide the username and password for accessing our system, then also a system can access by unauthorized access or hacker easily. Next one, unrestricted upload of dangerous file type. Like if you are found that if you are performing mail exe file through the Gmail, they are not allowing you, because it is one of the case where unauthorized users sending a exe file, and if exe file is dangerous, as well as it should be install a malware in any of the computer system within the mail server also, because it should be transmitted within the mail. So that's why we are unrestricted some of the file, then it is also a vulnerability and through which hacker can perform the port scanning. Then reliance on untrusted input in a security decisions, because in somehow on an internet security surfing there are lots of questions asked on the particular website as well as web serving websites. If we are not aware about those kind of questions, and if we are allowing those like a cookie script as well as loading the videos, images, advertisement pop-up, if we are not aware about those kind of thing and we are allowing in our computer system, then it is one of the mistake and through which vulnerability it should be happen in a computer system. Next one, download of code without integrity checks, because nowadays we are using lots of code available in GitHubs and it is secure or not, we are not thought that. But because of using those kind of free code which are available in a market, if we are download those kind of code without implementing antivirus in our computer system, it's really dangerous or harmful for our computer system as well as our private data. Like ransomware attack also perform on those kind of activity, downloading something from the internet and through which a ransomware attack will be performed on our system. So guys, those things which we need to focus on it and which we are need to know about, aware about those kind of vulnerability activities. Next, URL redirections to untrusted site. As previously we discussed, if we are surfing a social networking site on somehow, if we are click on advertisement, they are directly redirecting on some of the page we are not accepting or harmful for our computer system. So please be aware, or we are not click on those kind of advertising, those redirecting some another web pages. Bugs, a small 4 word is really important to understand in a computer world, is a bugs, because it is the error of implementations time, developer times, or as well as we found those bugs when we are hosting our sites. So bugs, it is really dangerous for vulnerability. Next, weak password. If we have lots of account and if we are not using different password for accessing those credentials, login credentials with a different websites, then it is one of the vulnerability. Because if somehow hacker can found that single password, and if we are using a common password for all the unnecessary accounts, then they are gaining all access, because password is a common one. As well as we want to put those password must be a strong, like must be use a capital letter, small letter, alphabets, numerics, and a special symbol with the combinations of all the characters. We must be required to provide a strong password, and you must be remember your passwords, because if you are not remember those passwords, then a forgot password, it is one of the case where vulnerability it should be happen. And guys, I will just remember that use a different password with a different account whenever you are using a banking, online recharge, and all the activity through which money will be happen or money transmission will be happen with the internet. And on the last, software that is already infected with the viruses. It is also the important case. We know that it is a free software, and if they are affected our private data, then must be destroy those software, uninstall those software, because they are really harmful. They are openly invited to all the hackers to hack your system. So guys, those things which we are known or we need to aware about our vulnerabilities. I hope you are clear about those kind of vulnerabilities example. And now I wish you are protect your computer system against those kind of example as much as possible. I hope you are enjoying this lecture. Thank you so much.